talking about people whose stories went viral, whether they wanted them to or not. My next guest says his night was going just like any other until a wrong turn in his hometown of Red Oak, Iowa, sent him in a direction he never saw coming. He found himself in the right place at the right time for a family whose home was engulfed in flames. Take a look.
The night of the fire, I was taking somebody home, and on the way home, I ended up taking a wrong turn. It was 2:30 in the morning. When I was approaching this house, I just happened to see a fire. As I was dialing 911, I approached the house, and the flames were taking up about half the porch. It was getting bad, so I knew that I couldn't wait for the police. So I went to the side of the house and was knocking on windows. I was throwing rocks. I was yelling as loud as I could. It happened so fast. It was like a movie.
Out of nowhere, I heard a scream. Chill went down my spine, and I heard a bunch of commotion. It wasn't until I got up to the top of the basement stairs when I walked into an oven of heat. And as I looked towards the front of the house, I realized that the house was on fire.
I was freaking out, and all of a sudden, these kids ran out. I just felt crazy, just super relieved, and I just couldn't believe it. At that point, the house was up in flames. There was hardly anything left.
Wow. That is the house. That is what was left of that home. Brendon Birt is the man who rescued the Lehman kids, 22-year-old Bryson, 17-year-old Kindred, 14-year-old Spirit, and little 8-year-old Christopher. Please, Tam fam, welcome the hero, Brendon, to the show. Have a seat. I mean, there are so many signs along the way here. I'm telling you, it was you were in your hometown, and you got lost in your hometown.
I didn't get lost, but I just took the wrong turn. They kind of messed the whole everything up when they said lost, but I just took the wrong turn.
But that wrong turn was the right turn.
It was. It's crazy.
That's what's so crazy. I mean, every time I read this story, at first I thought, wait a minute, oh, he took a wrong turn, maybe he was in a different part. Yeah, but you were in the area that you know so well.
Right.
When you saw the flames, a lot of people would have just called 911 and maybe waited from the car or stepped. You did it. You're not a firefighter, you're not a first responder.
Right.
You're a hip-hop star in the making. And then you take action.
It just happened.
That heat had to be intense.
It was so hard, like, you know, you feel like you camping out at a fire, like, that heat's hard, like, that's like 20 times harder. Just hit you.
But you don't look afraid. That's what's so amazing.
I had no time to act, or to think, just to act, you know, it was so quick. Like, I knew I had to do something real quick, because, you know, 5 minutes by the time that house was gone, like, they weren't gonna get out, so.
Did you know there were kids in there?
I didn't even know if anyone was home. Like, I didn't even know this family until this happened, so.
So you weren't sure if anybody was in?
No idea.
You had no idea. And you started throwing the rocks and trying to get the attention of if there was somebody in. When you start to see them running out, and when I see that little Christopher at the end coming out, to know that there were kids in there, and they start coming out and you're seeing them, what did you think?
I was just happy, you know? Like, at that point, I didn't know if anyone was gonna run out. It just happened, because when you see me in the video, I was gonna go to the back door to try to, like, break it down and yell, but then they just ran out of nowhere, so it just happened quick. Like, it's God's work, you know?
Yes,
you know,
yes.
You know?
And the kids were in such shock. I know that at one point, the 14-year-old Spirit tried to get back in and get the family pets. They had 7 dogs.
Right.
And they tried to get back in, and you had to help in the situation that was scary for them.
Yeah, she was yelling, you know, can you get my dogs? I'm like, the only way we can try is the back. So I took her, she took me, because I didn't know the house. So I said, take me to the back. And I said, can you help me get to the back porch so we can try to break the window, because the door was locked. So I took some kind of stick and just broke it, and we opened it. And by that time, the smoke was just thick. You couldn't even barely see in there. And I just knew, because she was trying to go in there, and I was like, nah, we can't go in there. Like, it's too late, so.
So 2 of their dogs survived. you know, the adrenaline rush and all of that, I'm sure took you out of body.
Right.
When you finally had a chance just to sit down by yourself and process that you'd saved lives. What was that like when you get in your own head and you start thinking about it?
I mean, it feels good, but at the same time, you know, I was put there because of God, and I did what I had to do. But I don't call myself a hero until they're good on their money and until they can rebuild their life, until they can get a new house. Like, then you can call me a hero because we're still trying to, you know, get everything right, you know?
Coming up, Brendon is going to stick around. When we come back, we're going to introduce the Tam fam to the family. Kindred, Spirit, Christopher, and their very grateful mother, Tinder, next. Welcome back. Today we're talking to the people behind some of the most talked about viral videos out there, like this one. The man you see running towards danger is Brendon Birt. He made a wrong turn while driving last month and ended up saving the lives of an entire family, the Lehman family. Brendon is still with us. Also with us is Tinder Lehman, whose 4 children were in the burning home, and 3 of the children that Brendon saved. 17-year-old Kindred, 14-year-old Spirit, and 8-year-old Christopher. Thank you for coming to the show, family. Okay, I'm gonna try not to cry right now. Being a mom myself, I can't even imagine the fear. But your kids are age 8 to 22. Tinder, this was just 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Your homeowner's insurance has just lapsed.
Yes.
And you lost everything.
Everything.
But you have everything.
I mean, I have 5 children, so I have, you know, 5 parts of my heart that are out there walking the streets right now, and he saved 4 of them. Yeah. And I just am so, I mean, grateful is not even the word to describe it.
Yeah. So interesting, the kids' names, Kindred Spirit.
Yes.
Right? And then you've got this kindred spirit who enters the life and saves. Kindred, did you hear the sounds first? I know one of you heard. What did you hear?
Well, okay, so I thought it was like neighbors just starting a commotion. I didn't think it was somebody trying to get us out. So I didn't wake up in a panic. I just saw like the flashing outside my window. So I went to go see what it was, and then I saw the flames and immediately like was like in panic. So then I got my sister and my brother, and we ran down the stairs, and then we ran out.
Christopher, how are you doing?
Good, but as soon as my sister said fire, I knew that the house was on fire. My room was getting really hot, so I had thought that my brother turned the heat up. But then once my sister woke me up, as soon as I hit the floor, the stairs were fully engulfed.
Knowing if he wasn't there, the worst could have happened.
100%.
How do you think so? It's like, I know he's now part of your family.
Yeah. He's not getting rid of us anytime soon.
He's not getting rid of me anytime soon. You know, Brendon, as I mentioned, you're a hip-hop artist, and you go by the name Blaze96. Blaze.
It's Blase.
Blase.
Blase, yeah.
That's how uncool I am.
Me too.
Blase. You should just change it to Blaze, because you got them out of that one. But I was so moved by your lyrics you wrote, because it inspired a song. You said, made the wrong turn in the right direction. God sent me down that road just so I could get the message. I mean, I know you say you're not a hero and you're working to try to help them rebuild, but you hear the audience say you're a hero. I know that you want people to learn something from your story. What do you want to share?
You don't have time.
Yeah.
It's not like the movies where you can run back in and grab things or save everything that means everything to you, but you don't have time. There was an explosion 3 seconds after my oldest son ran out the door. By the time he ran out the door, the staircase was fully engulfed. My children would not have been able to get down those stairs. And you just don't have time. I mean, check your smoke detectors regularly. I had smoke detectors in every room of my house, and they didn't go off. None of them. Wow. Yeah. Check them regularly. Make sure that the batteries are changed. Yeah. the fire didn't start from anything having anything to do with my home, but it was just a series of really unfortunate events. And you don't have time.
You don't have time. Spirit, I know that you were all concerned about your pets, and 2 of the pets made it out. Your family members, how are they doing?
They're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
That's Missy. That's my older brother's dog.
Missy.
Christopher
says, "Oh, Missy, she's so cute, isn't she?"
She's a giant cuddle bug. That was her actually cuddling with me while I was trying to sleep in the camper. That's all she's been doing. Is just trying to get as much cuddles as she possibly can.
Oh. Well, listen, I know life is not a fairy tale ending. No. And I know there's a lot of work to be done and a lot of rebuilding emotionally as well as the physical home that you'll need. So you lost a lot in the fire, and we want to help you piece things back together as best we can. So to take some stress off your plate, literally, our friends at Gobble are giving your family 1 year's worth of dinners worth $8,000. So that's one thing you don't have to worry about. And for those who don't, Gobble is the easiest and tastiest home cooking solution in America. You'll choose from a diverse weekly menu, 15-minute recipes that are freshly prepped by chefs, delivered right to your doorstep. Their chefs do all of the prep work, chopping the veggies, making the sauces, marinating the meat, so busy families can have a delicious meal, no stress, no fancy cooking skills needed. I'll tell you, in my most difficult times in my life, sitting down for a meal with my mom and my dad, it's like problems didn't exist.
Yes.
And so we want to be able to have your children not worry about where they're going to eat and what they're going to eat. And that is not all. So we found a wish list filled with everything from furniture to clothes to appliances and toys. I'm also told you like a pressure cooker like me.
Oh, man, that's
yes,
a lifesaver.
ma'am. So guess what? It's not on the wish list anymore.
Aww.
We bought it all for you. All of those items on your wish list will be coming to you. With Gobble, you have some meals for the kids. We went down that list and got all of these things that we hope will help you start to piece together life again. If you need a dog sitter, Spirit, I'm your girl. I might have to help you out from time to time when you're in school. Brendon, we did not forget about you. Gobble did not want to forget about you either, so they want you to have their incredible gifts as well for your bravery. 3 months of dinners worth $4,000 so that you can write your music and not worry about what you're going to have there.
You need to eat.
Tinder says you need to eat.
Yeah,
so
I'm a little skinny.
You look great. And, I'm rooting for you in your career and your dreams. Because anyone with a heart as big as yours deserves for all of their dreams to come true.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Tinder. Thank you. What did you want to get?
Can I say something?
You can say something.
I had LED lights hanging up in my room, and they fell and hit my fire thingy. And it's really weird how they didn't go off because when my LED lights hit them, they went off.
The LED lights in your room?
Yeah.
Are they broken now? They're gone.
Burned up.
Do you like LED lights?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're not ever.
It's holiday season. I'm going to write you a personal check so you can decorate your room with whatever you want, okay? Now, what's your favorite? What's your favorite characters? What's your favorite characters? What are you into now?
Roblox, Minecraft.
Robots.
Robots? Okay,
Roblox.
I have a 3-year-old. I gotta write this down. We'll talk after the commercial break. I'm gonna do your room for you. My Christmas gift to you when your family settles in, okay? Thank you, Brenda, the entire Lehman family, and thank you to our dear friends over at Gobble.